Why high performers quit good jobs and what leaders miss. Let me say something that might make leaders uncomfortable. High performers do not quit bad jobs, they quit good jobs. They quit jobs with decent pay, they quit jobs with benefits, they quit jobs with job security, they quit jobs other people are praying for, and when they leave, leadership is shocked. They say things like, "We gave them everything, they were on track for promotion, they never complained, we didn't see this coming." But the truth is, you didn't see it because you are looking for the right signs. Today, we're breaking down why high performers walk away from good jobs and what most leaders completely miss. And if you're a high performer watching this, you're going to feel seen. Let's get into it. First, understand this. High performers are not motivated the same way average performers are. Average performers want stability. High performers want growth. Average performers want comfort. High performers want challenge. Average performers want predictability. High performers want progress. A good job is enough for most people, but for a high performer, a good job can slowly become a cage. And cages don't have to be ugly to feel suffocating. They just have to stop stretching you. That's the first reason high performers quit. They stop growing. At first, they're excited, they come in strong, they exceed targets, they solve problems no one else wants to touch. They improve systems, they raise standards. Leaders praise them. They become the go-to person. But here's where the slow burnout begins. Instead of being challenged, they start being relied on. Instead of being developed, they start being depended on. Instead of being promoted, they start being overloaded. And no one notices the shift because from the outside they are still performing. High performers rarely fall off dramatically. They slowly disengage, and leaders mistake silence for satisfaction. Here's the second reason. They feel invisible, not unnoticed, invisible. There's a difference. They might get praise, they might get bonuses, they might get awards, but high performers want impact. They want their ideas heard. They want their vision respected. They want influence. If they're only valued for output, not input, they feel small. And small is the fastest way to lose someone ambitious. You can pay someone well and still make them feel irrelevant. That's what most leaders miss. Recognition without real influence feels empty. Third reason, micromanagement. Nothing suffocates a high performer faster than being controlled. High performers think ahead, they anticipate, they optimize, they innovate. If you give them strict scripts, constant check-ins, and no autonomy, they will leave, not loudly, not dramatically, but strategically, because high performers don't need babysitting, they need trust. And when trust disappears, so does loyalty. Fourth reason, they hit a ceiling they didn't expect. It might not be a formal ceiling, it might be unspoken. Maybe leadership roles are reserved for certain personalities. Maybe promotions are political. Maybe the next level requires playing the game. High performers don't mind working hard, but many of them refuse to play small politics. When they realize effort alone won't move them forward, something breaks. They stop pushing, they stop volunteering, they start looking elsewhere. And leaders say their energy changed. Yes, because hope changed. Here's another uncomfortable truth. High performers get bored, not because the job is easy, but because mastery came too quickly. When someone solves the same problem for the 100th time, it stops being fulfilling. And most leaders assume consistency equals contentment. It doesn't. High performers need new mountains. If you don't give them one, they'll go find one. Let's talk about compensation. Money matters, but money is rarely the primary reason high performers quit. If they're already paid well, small increases won't anchor them. Growth anchors them, purpose anchors them, autonomy anchors them, challenge anchors them. A salary bump without strategic growth feels like hush money, and high performers don't want to be pacified, they want to evolve. Now here's what leaders really miss. High performers rarely complain. They adapt, they absorb pressure, they handle chaos, they fix broken systems quietly. So leadership assumes everything is fine, but the strongest employees are often the most silently frustrated because they don't escalate problems. They solve them until one day they stop. And by the time they resign, the decision was made months ago. The resignation letter is not the decision, it's the announcement. Let's flip perspectives. If you're a leader watching this, ask yourself, when was the last time you asked your top performer what they actually want long term? Not what the company needs, what they want. When was the last time you gave them a project that scared them in a good way? When was the last time you removed obstacles instead of adding oversight? When was the last time you prepared them for the next level, even if that level might not be inside your department? Because here's the irony. If you help high performers grow, even if they eventually leave, they will respect you forever. If you hold them back to protect your team's performance metrics, they will leave faster and they will not recommend you. Now, let's talk to the high performers. If you're feeling restless in a good job, that doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It means you're wired for expansion. But be careful. Not every discomfort means you need to quit. Sometimes you need to communicate. Have you clearly expressed your growth goals? Have you asked for bigger responsibilities? Have you asked what promotion actually requires? Leaders are not mind readers, but if you've communicated and nothing changes, that's data, and high performers move based on data. There's also something deeper happening in today's workforce. High performers today value meaning more than titles. They want alignment. They want their work to connect to something real. If the mission feels hollow, if leadership feels transactional, if culture feels performative, they disconnect. And once emotional connection fades, productivity becomes mechanical. And mechanical performance never lasts. Here's something most leaders won't admit. Sometimes high performers leave because they outgrew the leader, not the company, the leader. If the leader stops learning, stops evolving, stops taking risks, the high performer eventually feels capped, and ambitious people cannot breathe under small ceilings. Leadership requires constant expansion too. If you're not growing, your best people will away from you. Let's talk about burnout. High performers burn out differently. They don't burn out because they're weak. They burn out because they care. They say yes too often. They raise standards constantly. They carry invisible weight. And when effort isn't matched with meaningful progression, exhaustion turns into detachment. Detachment turns into exploration. Exploration turns into exit. Quietly, strategically, without drama. Now, here's the cost leaders don't calculate. When a high performer leaves, you don't just lose their output, you lose momentum, standards, institutional knowledge, cultural tone, problem-solving speed. You also send a message to the rest of the team. If even they left, what does that say? Top talent leaving creates psychological ripple effects. And replacing skill is easier than replacing drive. So what should leaders do differently? Number one, create growth maps, not just performance reviews. Don't just evaluate last quarter. Discuss next year. Discuss next role. Discuss next capability. Make growth visible. Number two, reward innovation, not just reliability. If your best employee only gets rewarded for being dependable, they'll stay dependable, but they won't feel stretched. Challenge them intentionally. Number three, give autonomy before they ask for it. Trust is oxygen for high performers. If you make them earn trust repeatedly, they'll eventually look for an environment where trust is assumed. Number four, be transparent about ceiling. If promotion isn't available soon, say that, but offer skill expansion, offer cross-functional projects, offer exposure. Silence creates assumptions. Transparency creates respect. Number five, develop yourself. Your team can only grow as far as you do. If you're threatened by ambitious employees, you will unconsciously limit them. And ambitious employees feel limitation instantly. Now, let's end with something powerful. High performers don't quit because the job is bad. They quit because their potential feels bigger than their current container. If you are a leader, your job is to expand the container. If you are a high performer, your job is to be honest about your growth needs, because loyalty without growth becomes resentment, and growth without loyalty becomes instability. The best organizations balance both. They challenge their top people, they trust them, they elevate them, they listen to them. And when someone eventually leaves, it's because they're stepping into something greater, not escaping something smaller. If this resonated with you, it's not random. You've either felt this tension or you've caused it. Either way, now you see it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. High performers don't quit good jobs, they quit small futures. The question is, are you building big enough futures for the people who build your company? Think about that, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, let me put my own opinion. Listen, employers. If someone works for you, they don't belong to you. They're not yours. They're not your property. They're not your property. Don't stalk them. Don't stalk them on the internet. Don't stalk them at the house where they live. Don't stalk them where they eat. Don't stalk them on social media. Don't try to pair them up with a partner. They are autonomous from you. They are none of your business. They just work for you. You understand? They just work for you. You don't have to do all that. They're not your baby. They just work for you. You understand? Don't stalk them. Let them live their life. Don't go and tell their partner. Don't go and ask their partner every day about what your worker said about the job. It's none of your business. It's just a job. They have their own life outside of your job. You understand? Don't make it too hard, man. I just work for you, man. I'm not your property, man. Don't stalk me. Don't follow me around. Don't track my locations and stuff. Most employers in the West do this, and it's wrong. Don't track me everywhere I go because I work for you. What the F, man? What do you want from me? I have a life outside of you. My life don't belong to you. I just work for you. And then I'm gonna move on to the next employer. Don't stalk me, man. What the F, man? Your key tag to get into the job is a tracking device to track everywhere I go. Come on, man. That's one of the ways you lose your high performers. Because you stalk them. You want to know what's going on in their mind. You stalk their social media. You want to influence their life. You want to tie them to you. No, man. The more you try to hold on to someone, the farther they're going to move away from you, man. Don't do that. It is wrong. I am not your property, man. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Come on. Be reasonable, be advanced. Be civilized. Don't micromanage. Don't try to do all these mental games, measuring whose dick is bigger. No, don't do that, man. And people tend to do this. You know, when the guy is your boss, he tries to, measure whose thing is bigger, try to make it hard for you. And when it's a woman, don't even get me started. So please, man, when someone works for you, They come, they do their job, they go home. Don't look into their life, don't get into their life, don't stalk them on social media, don't do any of that. I know sometimes you have to check their social media to see if they're doing something reasonable, like if they're destroying the name of your company, stuff like that. I mean, social media, I might allow that a little bit, because someone might wear like a work clothes and start talking about the work and giving the work a bad name. I understand we don't want that. Social media, I might let it slide for you to stalk your employee on social media, but other than that, that's it. Don't stalk them at their home, don't stalk their location, don't put a GPS tracker on their car. Make sure the RFID that they used to clock into the building is not a tracking device. Don't do none of that. The most you should do is social media, to make sure they're not destroying the name of your business. You understand? Because your business is you. So that's the only thing that I can approve of. Social media, because I've seen a lot of people get fired on TikTok because they was talking about their job. A lot of people get fired on because they went on Instagram talking about their job while wearing the clothes. I understand that's not acceptable, because some people are so dumb. They even if they don't wear the work clothes, they actually talk about where they work. They talk about where they work, and then they post it on social media. They talk about the things they don't like at their job, and they post it on the social media, and they mention the name of the job. That's not allowed. I understand that. So social media stalking, I can let that slide. But anything apart from social media, don't do it, man. Don't overwork your employees. I remember, back then when I used to work at a coffee shop, like, you have to be doing something. Like, you must be doing something. You can't just, even a cashier, you can't just stand waiting for a customer. You have to be doing something. You must be doing something. I have to milk the last penny of this money I'm paying you from you. I have to milk it. Come on, man. Are you serious, bro? I have to milk it from you. Like, come on, guys. Don't overwork your employees, especially the high performers. That's one of the reasons they leave. Don't micromanage too much. Give them room to grow. If they've been there for a while, promote them, increase their salaries, or else you have to increase their salaries every year, 2 years or 3 years. You have to keep increasing it. If they're a high performer, promote them, celebrate them, congratulate them, appreciate them. Don't overwork them. Give them give them some space sometimes, man. You're not their God. You understand? You're not their God. They can quit your job at any time. Who are you, man? They can quit your job at any time. That is if you haven't tied them to some girl with some babies and child support and bills. But still, even upon that, some people can still quit on you and go get another job, man. You're not God. So relax. Respect people. Give people space. No racism, none of that, man. Give people opportunities. I see a lot of racism going on lately too. I see the president posting picture of President Obama in AI monkey video, and then I see Governor Newsom talking about black people and then talking about he can't read. What does black people have to do with you can't read? Come on, man. This is getting ridiculous. You're talking about black people and then you're talking about you can't read. What does that have to do with anything? Are you serious? The only black people that can read is just a few. Most black people are educated, man. I know we have some thugs, gang banging that can't read and all that. But most black people, like immigrants like me, we can read, man. We can read. Relax, man. Mr. Gavin Newsom, Governor of California, that's not cool, man. That's not cool, And then President posting picture of Obama and monkey head, not cool. You guys gotta do better, man. You guys are not even hiding your racism anymore. So imagine what it looks like in the workplace for black people. You understand? Just imagine, man. Indians have it good because, most of their people are the head of the IT companies. So, they have it on it's so smooth. When they get a job in IT, white people, they have a lot of people in this company that are white people, that are leaders too, and they have it easy, but black people, man, it's tough, but we are making it. Like, come on, guys. If someone works for you, they're not your property, man. Give people room to grow and give people room to excel and appreciate people. Pay them better. Don't overwork them. Don't micromanage. Don't mess with people's mental health because they can come back and crash out on you. Trust me. You can do that to me because I'm a cool guy. I don't have to crash out on you. But the next guy might crash out on you. Maybe he doesn't care. So be careful, man. Don't mess with people's mental health. Feel me? Get enough sleep. Enjoy your life. My red light is out. So yeah, guys. This is what I'm trying. High performers, you have to make them happy. You have to make life beautiful for them. Bless them, appreciate them, love them. Give them space. Don't stalk them. Promote them. Increase their pay. Don't stalk them. They're not your property. Okay? Appreciate them. Love them. Give them gift. Tell them how much you love them. Don't just because someone works for you, they have to be doing something every time. They can't have any space when they're on their clock. They can't even breathe when they're on the clock. It's not right, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Treat people right. Because the way you treat people, people don't forget, man. They're gonna come back. It's in the future. They're gonna remind you, man. You and people of your race, the way you treat your co-workers, it's gonna affect people of your race in the future, man. So treat people nice. No racism, no harassment. The way people live is their problem. Don't stalk people, don't harass people, just leave people alone. Say hi, hello, bump hands, and let people be about their job, man. Don't stalk, don't harass, just leave people alone. Don't try to do crazy stuff, man. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Okay? I hope I didn't rant too much, but I needed to say all this. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.